This show is designed for all of you out there who want to enjoy the great food of Southern California and the men who come with it. So come on into my kitchen and have a good time.
She once told a room full of stunned game show judges, after two young women delivered arguably the strangest act in television history, "Don't you know that's the way I started?" That kind of fearless, unfiltered wit made Jaye P. Morgan a beloved fixture of American television for decades, right up until one now infamous moment finally got her fired live on the air. On Monday, the 24th of August 2026, Jaye P. Morgan passed away of natural causes at her home in Castle Rock, Washington, at the age of 94. Today, we're telling the real story of a woman who topped the pop charts in the 1950s, then reinvented herself decades later as one of television's most unforgettable personalities. Jaye P. Morgan's death was confirmed by her longtime attorney and friend, Mark Sendroff, who told Billboard that she died of natural causes in Washington state on Monday. She had been living with her nephew and niece, Duke Morgan Spencer and Peggy Sue Spencer, in Longview, Washington, after many years spent living in California's San Fernando Valley. Her family's own announcement of her passing did not include further specific medical details beyond confirming her death and her age. Out of respect for her family during this time, we won't speculate on additional circumstances beyond what's already been shared. Jaye P. Morgan was born Mary Margaret Morgan on the 3rd of December 1931 in a log cabin in Mancos, Colorado, one of 7 siblings, including 5 brothers, several of whom also became singers. Her family relocated to Los Angeles, where she attended Verdugo Hills High School in the Tujunga neighborhood. It was there, while serving as her class treasurer and performing at school assemblies with her brother on guitar, that classmates gave her the nickname Jaye P., a playful nod to legendary banking mogul Jaye P. Morgan, a nickname she would carry into stardom for the rest of her life. After graduating high school, she joined the Frank DeVol Orchestra as its lead female vocalist, performing steadily from 1950 to 1953, a period that gave her the professional foundation for what came next. Morgan's recording career took off almost immediately. In 1953, she scored her first hit with Life is Just a Bowl of Cherries. The following year, her career reached its commercial peak with That's All I Want From You, which climbed all the way to number 3 on the Billboard charts and became her signature song. Between 1,954 and 1,955 alone, Morgan landed an extraordinary 7 top 40 pop hits, including The Longest Walk, Danger, Heartbreak Ahead, and the memorably titled Pepper Hot Baby, establishing her as one of the leading female recording artists of the entire decade. As television expanded rapidly through the 1950s, Morgan became a fixture of the medium as well, appearing as a vocalist on the ABC quiz show Stop the Music and headlining her own twice-weekly NBC variety program. In 1956, the Jaye P. Morgan Show, which featured 4 of her brothers performing alongside her, she appeared regularly on major variety programs of the era, including The Perry Como Show, The Jackie Gleason Show, The Steve Allen Show, and The Ed Sullivan Show, cementing her presence across virtually every major stage of 1950s American entertainment. As musical tastes shifted through the 1960s, Morgan pivoted toward acting, taking on guest roles across a wide range of popular television series, including General Electric Theater, hosted by a young Ronald Reagan, Hennessy, The Joey Bishop Show, and My 3 Sons. She continued scoring musical success as well, landing 2 hits on Billboard's newly created adult contemporary chart in 1970 with Love of a Gentleman and What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life. Beyond television, Morgan maintained an active and varied career for decades afterward, appearing on The Odd Couple, playing herself, and delivering a memorably reluctant guest turn in a bird costume opposite Kermit the Frog on The Muppet Show in 1978, performing a duet of That Old Black Magic with Dr. Teeth. Her film credits later included Loose Shoes, Night Patrol, and, in 1992, Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. She also found continued success on the stage, starring in the Broadway production of Sugar Babies, and remained a popular nightclub and concert performer well into her later years, including memorable pairings with comedienne Beverly "Pudgy" Cardella. As previously mentioned, Jaye P. Morgan's death was attributed to natural causes at the age of 94, according to her family and her longtime attorney. Given her advanced age and the straightforward nature of that confirmation, we don't have additional medical details to share beyond what her family has already made public, and will respect their decision on what further information, if any, they choose to release. Jaye P. Morgan was married 3 times throughout her life. Her most significant marriage was to prominent musician and composer Artie Kane, with whom she adopted her son, Paul Kane, who predeceased her. In her final years, she was cared for by, and living alongside, her nephew and niece, Duke Morgan Spencer and Peggy Sue Spencer, in Washington State, a testament to the close family bonds that remained an important part of her life well into her 90s. Over a career spanning more than 7 decades, across recording, television, film, and stage, Jaye P. Morgan built a lasting legacy in American entertainment, though no specific, officially confirmed net worth figure has been widely reported for her. What can be said with confidence is that her career longevity, from chart-topping 1950s pop stardom to decades as a beloved television personality to Broadway, and continued nightclub performances well into her later decades, reflects the kind of sustained, adaptable career that few entertainers of any era ever achieve. Jaye P. Morgan's story is ultimately a celebration of fearless reinvention and genuine, unfiltered personality in an industry that often rewards caution instead. She didn't fade quietly after her 1950s pop stardom faded from the charts. She found an entirely new audience decades later through television candor and comedic timing, embracing her own outrageousness rather than hiding from it. Her infamous Gong Show moment, rather than ending her career, became a defining, oddly beloved piece of American television history, a reflection of just how much audiences loved her authentic, uninhibited spirit. Jaye P. Morgan gave American audiences more than 7 decades of music, laughter, and unapologetic honesty, from a chart-topping 1950s singer to one of television's most fearlessly funny personalities. She leaves behind her nephew Duke and niece Peggy Sue, decades of recorded music, and a body of television appearances that continue to make audiences laugh today. Rest in peace, Jaye. Thank you for the songs, the laughter, and for never once holding back. If Jaye P. Morgan's music or her unforgettable television career meant something to you, we'd love to hear about it. Leave a comment below sharing your favorite song of hers or your favorite Gong Show memory. And if you want more respectful, in-depth tributes to the entertainers who shaped American pop culture, don't forget to subscribe to Your Star Facts.